Are you in here yet, Journeyman? See something here. Well, maybe it won't let me do it because I already started the live. Journeyman, are you in here? Hello, hello. Good morning. Let me know if you're in here. Chat in the chat. Either that or chat on my phone. If you're chatting in the chat box, I don't see anything yet. Everybody's just chatting about Bitcoin all the time. Okay, so you are in here. Okay, so here's the weekly. Here's the weekly chart. Okay, this back here is October, November. Okay, it was only trading at like 48 to 50, 55 cents, somewhere in that area. And then we had this big spike up. Okay, it pulled back a little bit and then it spiked back up again. So each one of these candles is 1 week. Okay, stochastic came down and it's waiting to come back up, but the problem is we've already topped out on the IMACD and it's fixing to start coming down. So because it's doing that, it's going to go sideways and down, and it's going to take weeks. Okay, the climb up took a couple months, right? So the first big column right here was November 18th. Okay, and then the first short column, started January 27th. Okay, so that was November, December, January. 2 full months it took to go up. It's going to take even longer for it to go down. So we've had our first short candle, or first short column up here, the 27th of January, and we're already a month down the road and it hasn't even started coming down yet. So you constantly have to look at different time frames to see what's going to happen. Now I could be wrong. When this comes back up, it could push that white line back up again. But like I said, you'll have to keep your eye on it. Because if it does cross below the yellow, it can do a couple of things. It can go sideways with the yellow for a while and then go back up again, which I could see that happening. Or it could continue to go down, and if it continues to go down, then we're going to go down for a while. I mean, I could see us going down at least 60%. So let me get my measuring tool, and we're going to go from the top right here, and I'm going to draw down 60%, because that's about where Dogecoin's at right now. So I could see us going down to $1.30, $1.35. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your crypto that you have. If you wanted to sell it for a $10 loss or whatever and wait for it to hit bottom and then buy back in, you're more than, you can do that if you want to. I mean, try to get a better price, but it's going to go back up. I mean, if you'll look at a 60% decrease from the high is $1.35, and on this chart right here I have the EMA ribbons. This is just a regular EMA ribbons. It's not the ones I normally use. This one's just a 20-day moving average. Yeah, this is the moving average lines. 20-day, 50-day, 100-day, and 200-day. So it coming down and hitting this 50-day moving average and bouncing back up, I can see that happening. So let me get rid of that drawing tool so it's easier to see. So see this yellow line right here? That's the 50 moving average. I could see this coming down and bouncing off of that, going back up. Now I could be wrong, man. It could stay up here above the 20-day moving average and just keeps going sideways and up a little bit, but I don't know. You just have to keep an eye on it and see what it's going to do. But to me right now, it looks like, in all honesty, it's going to go down. Well, because the bull run's not over yet. The bull run is this whole year. We're only February, and in the past bull runs, January and February, usually we have a decline, and then March, April, May, and June we have an increase. So I'm going to say that Ripple, XRP, XLM, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Bitcoin, they're all going to go down until, in my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, but what I'm seeing and what I think is going to happen is that everything's going to go down probably till the end of March. And maybe into April, and then things are going to start going up. We kind of got a delay in the market for some reason, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that there's too many cryptos. There's going to be a bunch of cryptos that are going to fail. They're not going to have the big huge spikes like everybody else is seeing. And they're all going to go under, I think. So I think a bunch of them are going to get weeded out. People are going to lose interest in them because they're not doing anything. They spiked up when they first started these cryptos because a bunch of people invested a little bit of money. Okay, and they're expecting maybe one or two of their cryptos are going to spike, and those are the ones that they'll keep, and the rest of them they'll just take their losses and get out. So there's going to be a lot of projects that are going to go under. So let's take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Okay, here's Bitcoin, and it's going down also. Okay, I don't see us going up anytime soon. Let's see, get my measuring tool here. Here's Bitcoin's top, and it's already down 21%. So if it goes down 60%, okay. Ooh. That's all the way down to $43,000. Now, Dogecoin, let's go look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin's already gone down 60%. Let me get rid of all this crap in here so you can see. Alright. So Dogecoin, let me measure it from here to here. It's 59.62%. And as you can see on the weekly time frame, our white line crossed below the yellow and it's on its way down. Now, am I thinking that it's going to go all the way down to the midline? I don't think so. I think it's going to come part of the way down, and then it's going to turn around and go back up again. And the reason why I say that is because the stochastic has been down here in the bottom for several weeks already, and it can't stay down here forever. I mean, it's going to have to go back up. I mean, it's already been down here into severely oversold territory since for a month, at least a month now. Yeah, if you're gonna buy anything, Journeyman, I would wait for a while. Because I don't think everything's at, I mean, Dogecoin is probably at a bottom. Let me show you something on here too. So if you'll look, the reason why I think Bitcoin, everything is going to go down to that yellow line, or down 60%. We bottomed out 60% and we're right at that yellow line on Dogecoin. Okay, that's the 50-day moving average. And everything is poised right now with the stochastic on a weekly time frame for it to start going back up. So Dogecoin would be a good, probably, in my opinion, you know, I'm not a financial advisor, but right now Dogecoin's looking pretty good for a buy. Let's go look at Shiba Inu, see what it's, I haven't looked at Shiba Inu for a while. Okay, so Shiba Inu is already at the midline. Stochastic's been down in the bottom for about a month, maybe a little bit longer. Yeah, a month and a half. Been down here in oversold territory. So it's fixing to go up. Shiba Inu would be a good place to buy. Now Shiba Inu, it came all the way down to the 100-day moving average. It doesn't have Doesn't have a 200-day moving average yet because it's fairly new coin. It needs more data to draw a dark red line. So you'll see the 20-day moving average didn't start till here, and that was almost a year after Shiba Inu was created. Now, good thing is the 20 and the 50 moving average lines are above the 100, so as long as they stay there, we're good. The 20 moving average is above the 52, so we should see it start going up pretty soon. Yeah, so right now I think Doge. Okay, let me explain something to you. Okay, they have what's called an altcoin season. Altcoin season starts after Bitcoin starts dropping. Okay. Bitcoin is currently dropping, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any relief in sight for now, and it started dropping. So what happens is people start getting scared. Oh, Bitcoin's dropping, but Dogecoin and Shiba Inu and everything's going up. So people will take their money out of Bitcoin and dump it into the altcoins and meme coins. That's why I picked Dogecoin, because Dogecoin is the top meme coin. It's the oldest, it's the granddaddy meme coin of all the meme coins. So people will start taking their money out of Bitcoin and are going to start putting it in here. So now once Dogecoin tops out again and Bitcoin starts going up, then people will take their money out of all the meme coins and put it back in Bitcoin for the next pump to the upside. See how that works? And then for the second pump, Bitcoin will top out at a new high. People will withdraw their money, and then it'll be another altcoin season again, and they will put their money back into these meme coins and let it pump up. Then they'll start coming down and Bitcoin will start going up, so they'll reverse it again. That's how these guys play the market, and they're continuously making profits, if you know what I mean. Yeah, because why are you going to invest in Dogecoin when it's going down? Are you still there? Yeah, it would take a while. But like I said, we are coming down on Dogecoin still. It's already came down 60%, and that's normal. For it to drop more than that, it's never really happened until the bull run has ended. Usually this is the biggest drop. Okay, after this, then the drops will be 20 to 30%. So things will get a little bit faster and a little tighter. Anyway, like I said, I think, yeah, Bitcoin's just started going down, so, like I said, I can see it going down 60%. This stochastic's probably going to stay down here for a while in the bottom. But like I said, from the top here down 60%. Yeah, we're looking at around $45,000. People think it's going to stop at 75. Well, 75's up here where this 20-day moving, or the 50-day moving average is. If that's the case, then yeah, as this comes up, this will be coming down, so it'll go sideways. But if you'll look at Dogecoin, because Dogecoin's already made its moves. That's what happened right here. Let me spread this out a little bit. Remove all these drawings. That's what it did right here. Got to get all this stuff pulled back up. Yeah, we need to, the 50 day is fixing to cross over, or the 100 day is fixed to cross over the 200 day. So that's a good thing. If we can get this to go back up. I think we're fixing to have our next spike pretty soon on Dogecoin. Yeah, so it looks like we're bouncing off that yellow ribbon, right? This is going to come back up. So I can see next 3 or 4 weeks probably some sideways action. And it'll push this white line back around to go back above the yellow line again. Right now there's just not a whole lot of liquidity in the market. Let's go to our 4-hour time frame. Yeah, looks like we're just going to go down some more. Our low was 19 cents. Sad deal, man. I can tell by the volume. So on the 4-hour time chart, they're only trading 1 to 200 million Dogecoin at a time, and that's nothing. We need to be up in the billions. Yeah, if you look over here, these candles, see how small these candles are? Okay, there's not hardly any liquidity. And over here, there's more liquidity because look at how big these candles are. The volume goes up to 1.13 billion. So that's like 10 times more crypto being traded on these candles than what's being traded right now. Oh, and that's nothing. If we go all the way back here where it was really spiking up, got 3.64 billion. You know, anywhere from 1, 2, 3, 4, even 4 billion. 4 billion being traded every 4 hours. Well, 4 billion's a whole lot more than 2 million. So there's just no liquidity being traded. There's not enough there. Yeah, we need to see this start crossing back above that 20 moving average. What do you mean, how do I measure it? Whenever you put your cursor on a candle, if you look over here, it tells you the volume. See it right here? Right where my cursor is, volume. Every time I move it to another candle, it shows you how much volume or how much liquidity was traded each candle. Yeah, I don't have to measure it, it's already there. They already measure it for you, and it's listed up here, right here. Yeah, this is fixing to come. Dogecoin's going to go down again for another freaking 12 hours or more. Yes, it's going to take a long time. I'm really surprised that these guys, I mean, it's very obvious that Bitcoin's going to go down for a while. I'm surprised that they're not really selling off. Well, look at that. Look at that big red candle. That was a big red candle to the downside. Right there. White line crossed down below the yellow. Like I said, on the weekly time frame. Look at that big old red candle, man. Boom. Everybody that's in Bitcoin right now, I'd be getting out, in my opinion. Going down. Yeah, everybody's gonna take their money out now, and you watch, they're gonna start investing in all these meme coins, altcoins. Everything that's not Bitcoin is an altcoin. And there's quite a few meme coins, but Dogecoin is the top meme coin. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be in Bitcoin right now. It's already down to 85,000. It was 109 just a month ago. It was at 109 and we're down to 85 now. And it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going down. And then with XRP, like I said, that white line hasn't crossed over the yellow yet, so it can, if this really comes up strong, okay, if everybody takes their liquidity out of Bitcoin and goes ahead and starts investing it in the altcoins, and you see this start coming back up strong, it could push that white line back above the yellow and make it go back up parallel with the yellow again. So, I'm not saying it's over for XRP right now. But if this continues to stay down here at the bottom of the stochastic, okay, if it stays down here, starts running sideways, it's going to continue to go down. Okay, so you'll have to keep an eye on the stochastic and the IMACD. If that white line crosses below the yellow, you're looking at some more downtrend. Whereas with Dogecoin, we're already there. We already went past the yellow, coming down. We're running sideways on the bottom over here. So now, seeing that we're on the weekly, it's easy to go back here and have a look at what happened the last bull run. Okay, the more I expand this, the more we can see the spikes and the drops, right? Here's a drop, here's a top, here's a bottom. Oh shoot, I forgot I already had the stuff drawn on here. Yeah, that was a 64% decrease. Okay, and then it went up 381%. Then it had a 55% decrease. Okay, you can see it. And it went up 73%, and then it came down. Oh no, I have to really spread it. Then it came down 30%. Then it went up to 87%, and it came down 30%. And then we had a big, huge 232% increase. Came down 52%. And then we had a 1,094% increase. So and that happened in January 25th of 2021. So, I mean, if you look at that time frame compared to now, then it came down, when it went up 1,000%, it came down 52%. Well, this time around in the same time frame, we only went up 400%, and we came down 60%. So I don't know if we're running a little bit behind our normal. I mean, everything's not going to be the same, right? But if we kind of try to look for some rhyme and reason from the last bull market to this one, maybe everything's a little bit off-centered. You know what I mean? So I still think we're going to see a big, huge spike up at some point. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just throwing ideas out there for people to think about. We only really had one big bump up since the halving. We had a small one right here, which was hardly anything. That little spike up, and then it dropped, and then it went up. Let me see what we went up. We have to measure this right here. The total, well, I don't know. We did go up quite a bit, around 650%. So we might be on track. We've just had a 60% decrease, so I'm looking for this all to turn around and go back up any time now. Especially seeing that everybody's going to be pulling all their money out of Bitcoin, and they want to have the place to invest it. I need to start learning to listen to my gut. Because my gut always tells me when to get in and when to get out, and it's pretty accurate. And I knew I should have got out of this way up here, and I didn't do it. So this is our paper trading. I'm down. We were up. Well, let's take a look here. So I was up. We started out with $100,000. I was up to $321,000, and now if I sold right now, we'd be down to $121,000 if I sold right now, because we're in the hole. We're in the hole on our trade, $199,000. But I know that we're still in the bull run, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to let it ride. And it's been riding since, well, for a month now. So a little over a month was our last trade. Yeah, so you go back in time. Go back to the last bull market, and I went back and looked at it so many times. I kind of know what the fluctuations are like. So I mean, this is a big flush out. 60% of everything that was bought has been sold again, right? So And then these guys, when they took their profits in Dogecoin, they probably went and put it in some little smaller market cap meme coins or altcoins, new ones, to see if they could make some money. So either that or they went and reinvested it in Bitcoin. So Dogecoin's top was basically December 2nd. So if we go to Bitcoin and we'll look at December 2nd on Bitcoin, there's December 2nd. Yeah, they could have invested in Bitcoin and made a little bit of money, but not much. The top on there was 104. The most it ever went up was to 109. So they would have made $5,000 if they could have afforded to buy one Bitcoin. They could have made a little bit more money, but Bitcoin's topped out. It's going down, so you can see right here it's even gone down more since I've been talking, and now that white line is crossing below the yellow on the IMACD. So right now it's kind of a lost cause. It's going to go down. So but my biggest holding is Dogecoin, so I'm always looking at it. And it's not a pretty sight, but I believe that we're at our bottom right now, fixing to go back up. I just can't see it losing more, man. If it keeps going down, hell, we're going to be back down to freaking 10 cents or 12 cents a share, 13 cents a share. And to me, that's crazy. I mean, if we come down that far, let me unlock that so I can drag it down a little bit more. If we come down to 13 cents, yeah, that's a 67% decrease. I just can't imagine that happening. But I'm not going to say it can't. But the stochastic's already been down here for over a month in severely oversold territory. It's got to go back up. Oh yeah, you got thousands of traders, journeyman. They know what they're doing. They know how to play all this stuff. Do you remember back in May, the SEC said they were going to do an investigation into Robinhood? Well, the SEC decided yesterday they weren't going to do anything with Robinhood because I guess they couldn't find anything. So for all the naysayers out there talking crap about Robinhood all the time, I've always used Robinhood and I've never had a problem with it. So anyway, I'm sure they looked into Robinhood and they didn't find anything, because I guarantee you if they would have, they would have went ahead and filed charges against them. So Robinhood is free and clear to continue doing business as usual. So I'm going to say that all their books and stuff were in order. And another thing that fascinates me, the whole deal about Robinhood, is how quickly they got done with the investigation. So that means that everything that they SEC asked for, they got it, and it was easy for them to go through and look at it, and they determined that there was no way to file charges on them, so they dropped the case. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just have a feeling we're gonna, maybe next week Doge will start going up. I like looking in here. Well, this guy's saying it could go down. Well, that's why I just got done telling you it could go down to about 15 cents. I didn't see it happening, but apparently this guy's seeing that too. What was today? Yeah, that was 2 days ago. This was 10 hours ago. This guy's saying that right now, if it keeps dropping, the bull market, the bull cycle's over. There ain't no way, brother. The last bull cycle, Bitcoin had a big spike in May, and then they had another huge one in November. So for the bull run year, they had two big, huge spikes. Get to where? So you see these little icons over here? They got one that's called Community Feed right here. Just click on it and you can see these. You can do editors picks. A lot of these are regular stocks. And you click for you, and it gives me Bitcoin and Dogecoin, Doge. Here's another one for Doge. Yeah, like I said, I mean, we could see Dogecoin go down to 15 cents. I got some money waiting so I can buy in the dip. Just waiting to buy the dip. Let me see something here. Now I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if they're still gonna ban it in the United States. I didn't want to go start an account and get comfortable with all that stuff again, and then it gets banned in the United States, and then I can't use it. So I kind of wish that that this would allow me to take people that have microphones so that we could talk. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Nope. Nope. What did I do? Yeah, I got a lot of people that stream on a bunch of different platforms. Anyway, if it does go down to 15,000 or 15 cents, man, that's just crazy. And it could, I mean, came from the bottom here up, so from here to over here at the top, we hardly came up any at all, and that's because the IMACD is going down. But you can see how the white line's getting closer and closer to that yellow. At some point, it's gonna go back up. This will have to come down first, but that white line's basically running sideways now, so I could still see it coming down a little bit more, around 15 cents or so. Nah, I don't think it'll go down that low. The low is 19. 19.5. I could see it coming back down here to 19 again. But I think after that it's going to turn around and go back up. I mean, we've been down here in the bottom for a long time on the 4-hour time frame. Ever since, for a month. We've been down here in the bottom for 4 weeks. Just slowly going down. Look at that. Just slowly going down. Well, it is what it is, man. Anyway, Journeyman, I'm going to get out of here. I've been in here for a little while. I just wanted to show you the chart. So keep an eye on the 1 week and the daily time frame. And I'll see you later.